Hello everyone, my name is Nikhil sir of support classes at University Holy Road, Shulapur. We have started second chapter in geography of class 9 NCRT, that is physical features of India. In that we have studied some part of this chapter in our previous videos. Those students have not seen those videos, please go through those videos. I have provided you links of those videos in my description box. You can check my description box and please see those videos. Now today we will move towards the next part in this chapter, that is major physiographic divisions. In our previous videos we have only studied about physiographic divisions. Now we will see the detailed study of the Himalayan mountains. See here, I have shown you the picture of Himalaya. Again, one another picture is there of Himalaya. We will start. The Himalayas, geologically young and structurally fold mountains, stretch over the northern borders of India. See here, on north side of India, here the Himalayan mountain is there. These mountains ranges run in west-east direction from the Indus to Brahmaputra. See here, Indus river is there here, and this mountain lies between the Indus rivers up to here Brahmaputra river. See here, you can see here Brahmaputra river is there. The Himalayas represent the loftiest and one of the most rugged mountain barriers of the world. Himalaya represent the loftiest and one of the most rugged mountain barrier of the world. They form an arc which covers a distance of about 2400 kilometer, and this distance is from here, this is a west side is there, from distance west to this east side the distance is 2400 kilometer is there. The width varies from 400 kilometer in Kashmir. Here the width is there 400 kilometer in Kashmir. If we see Kashmir, here the Kashmir is there and the width is here 400 kilometer to 150 kilometer in Arunachal Pradesh. See here, Arunachal Pradesh is there here and the width is here 150 kilometer. The latitudinal variations are greater in the eastern half than those in western half. Now this is the eastern side and this is the western side. The altitudinal variations are greater in the eastern half than those in western half. The Himalaya consists of three parallel ranges in its longitudinal extent. Means three parallel ranges in its longitudinal extent we can see. A number of valleys lies between these ranges. Number of valleys we can see in these mountain side. The northernmost ranges is known as the Great or Inner Himalayas or the Himadri. See here, Great Himalaya is there. If we See it clearly. See here. Great Himalaya we can see here. And this great Himalaya we call it as Himadri. It is the most continuous range, consists of the loftiest peaks with an average height of 6,000 meters. Those are peaks are here. Their height of 6,000 meters is there. It contains all the prominent Himalayan peaks. It contains all the prominent Himalayan peaks. Now we can see some highest peaks of the Himalaya. First is the Mount Everest is there. The Mount Everest is situated in Nepal and it 8,848. Then Kanchenjunga is there in India. Its height 8,598. Then Makalu, this peak is there in Nepal. Its height 8,481 is there. Then Dhaulagiri peak is there. It is in Nepal. Its height 8,172 is there. Then Naga Parbat is there. It is in India. Its height 8,126 is there. Then Annapurna peaks is there. It is in Nepal. Its height 8,078 is there. Then Nanda Devi peak is there in India. Its height 7,817 is there. Then Kamet is there in India. Its height is 7,756 is there. Then Namcha Barwa is in India. Its height is 7,756 is there. Then Gurla Mandhata is there. It is in Nepal. Its height is 7,728 is there. The folds of Great Himalayas are asymmetrical in nature. The core of this part of Himalaya is composed of granite. It is perennially snow bound and number of glaciers descend from these ranges. Now the most lying to the south of Himadri forms the most rugged mountains system and is known as Himachal or Lesser Himalayas there. Just now we have studied about the great fold of Himalayas, about their nature. Now this is the range lying to the south of the Himadri from most rugged system and is known as Himachal or Lesser Himalaya. The ranges are mainly composed of highly compressed and altered rocks. Some highly composed and altered rocks are present. The altitude varies between 3,700 and 4,500 meters and the average width is of 50 kilometers. The Pir Panjal ranges from the longest and the most important ranges. This is a Pir Panjal ranges. It is the longest and most important range. Then Daula Dhar ranges we can see here. Then the Mahabharata ranges are also prominent ones. These ranges consist of the famous valley of Kashmir, then the Kanchenjunga and Kulu Valley in Himachal Pradesh. Then Kulu Valley is there also in Himachal Pradesh. This region is well known as for its hill stations. Let's move towards the next. The outermost range of the Himalayas is called the Shivaliks. The outermost range of Himalayas is called Shivaliks. They extend over the width of a kilometer and have a altitude varying between 900 and 1100 meters. See here, the outermost ranges of Himalaya called Shivaliks. They extend over the width of 10 to 50 kilometer and have an altitude varying between 900 to 1000 sorry 1100 meters. These ranges are composed of unconsolidated sediments brought down by rivers from the main Himalaya ranges located further north. These valleys are covered with thick gravel and aluminum. The longitudinal valley laying between Lesser Himalaya and the Shivaliks are known as duns. See here, we can see here some duns. The longitudinal valley laying between Lesser Himalaya is the Shivaliks are known as duns. Dehraduns, then Kotli dunes and the Patli dunes are the some of well-known dunes are there. Beside the longitudinal divisions, the Himalaya has been divided on the basis of regions from west to east. These divisions have been demarcated by rivers valleys. For example, the part of Himalayas lying between Indus and Satluj has been the traditional known as Punjab Himalaya. For example, means the river valleys, the part of Himalaya lying between Indus and Satluj has been traditionally known as Punjab Himalaya, but it also known regionally as Kashmir and Himachal Himalaya from west to east respectively. See here, we can see the Kashmir Himalaya, then Himachal Himalaya. The part of the Himalayas lying between Satluj and Kali rivers is known as Kumaon Himalayas. See here, Kumaon Himalaya. The Kali and Tista rivers demarcate the Nepal Himalayas, and the part lying between Tista and Dihang rivers is known as Assam Himalaya. See here, Dihang river is known as Assam Himalaya. There are regional names also in these broad categories. Find out some regional names of the Himalaya. This is a question for you. The Brahmaputra marks the easternmost boundary of the Himalaya. Just we have shown on that map. The Himalaya bent sharply to the south and spread along the eastern boundary of the Himalaya. They are known as Purvanchal and Eastern Hills. and mountains. These hills, running from the northeastern states, are mostly composed of strong sandstones, which are sedimentary rocks. Covered with the dense forest, they mostly run as parallel ranges and valleys. The Purvanchal compromises the Patakai Hills, then the Naga Hills, then the Manipur Hills. This is Sirohi Hills in Manipur, and we can see Meso Hills. These hills we can see in the eastern ranges in Himalayas. I hope you understood it better. If you have any queries regarding the first part of physiographic divisions, that is the Himalaya mountains, please ask your doubts. We will solve it. Please share this video to your friends, neighbor and relatives and show your thumb. Thank you.